the shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. On second down now, it's Bowman. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Rock it.
From the gun, Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
91. Hey, stand up.
On 2nd down, it's Bowman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
50, plant. 56.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go. 70 ending. Mark 47. Here we come. Here we come. Both 7s to Mark.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Fresno. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I got you. 57.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Head over. Check 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Shift General West. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Haskins will throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Haskins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drop.
And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, but but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Redskins 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I'd think if you put something on the board before, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Daniels. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 70 ending. Off. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
He's cracked. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Back to throw. Daniels. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. It's hauled in by Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. 54 yards. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now it's Haskins. Well, he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Haskins. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to...
On the delay, here's Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give right side. Brooks. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 4th down, Daniels. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. On 1st and 10, Daniels. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Washington! A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Bowman. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You don't want it. Check 52. Check 5.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll come out in the pistol. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Hunt. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So now 3rd, the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Watch, twitch. Tight dog. Switch. Let's go. Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 90, Wolf. 56. Hard. They go.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking left side, and it's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Say. Watch twist. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.